Chapter 3 Instant Attraction. Teresa left Timothy's school that morning feeling on top of the world. She found Timothy's teacher very attractive. He was like other teachers, apart from the fact he was a man and most of the teachers in primary school were women. He seemed to enjoy spending time with young children and took a genuine interest in them. She always liked to be proper and nice to her son. In addition to this, Rod really was very good looking. She smiled as she walked home. I have become a typical housewife, I thought, fantasizing about other men while my husband is out to work. That she didn't mind this image of herself. She enjoyed talking to Rod, and thinking about him made the day brighter as her own husband came home. She loved Paolo deeply, so the romance was harmless. Anyway, Rod was married, and was unlikely he ever gave Teresa a second thought. It was just nice to fantasize. While she walked, she made a mental list of the things she had to do that day. She would shop at the supermarket for the week's food, and go into town to get some new clothes for Timothy. Then she remembered that she had to ring Fenella and see if she would go into Timothy's class to get a talk. Teresa phoned Fenella at lunchtime, who agreed to call in on Teresa around her way home from work. Timothy was playing out in the garden with friends when Fenella arrived at around 6 that evening. I was wondering, said Teresa, pouring tea from the green pot in 2 pints in the mugs, whether you'd like to come to St. School and give a talk on publishing children's books. Fenella took the mug of tea gratefully. She was thinking about Teresa's suggestion and wondering why Teresa had thought of asking her. Teresa wouldn't always think to phone and kind to Fenella. Sometimes she had the hidden motive to the plans she made. She wanted to know whether this was just another way to make her feel part of Timothy's world. Fenella would love to share her knowledge with a class of children, but not as a professional publisher. She didn't want to do it just because Teresa felt sorry for her. Is this one of your ideas? She asked suspiciously, looking at her friend with the steam from tea. Not at all, said Teresa. It was Rod's idea, Timothy's teacher. He asked me this morning whether I knew of anyone, and I'm beginning to you. I told him I might be too busy. It would be doing him a favor, of course. Oh, I didn't mind doing the school a favor, said Fenella, as long as she was sure it wouldn't be. Not just trying to cheer me up. Oh, come on, said Teresa. I know the last few months have been hard for you. I think you're coping marvelously. So, when do you think you might be able to go to the school? I can take a day off next week. Ask him when he likes me to come in. I'll get the school number, and you can talk to him yourself, said Teresa. Okay. Hey, is this the teacher you like? The one with the lovely eyes and black hair, next to Tom Cruise? Fenella asked. Teresa laughed. Yes, he said, it is. I think you'll find he's rather attractive. It's a shame he's married. Oh, is he? No, wasn't surprised. Anyway, she was not looking for a man in her life. It just caused her more problems, she decided. And already managing very well on her own. By the way, said Teresa suddenly, what's happening with that independent adoption agency you contacted? Well, again Fenella cautiously, since the first interviews and workshops, I've had the same interview when they told me that being single shouldn't stop me from adopting. They want to make a home visit though, the most thorough part of the procedure, so nothing is definite yet. That's great news, said Teresa. If I can do anything to help, I will. I'd like to tell him how wonderful you are, Timothy. Thanks, Teresa. Doesn't want to go, yes, of course. Endless interviews, workshops, and there's the question of finding the right child. That Tiffany decided I can have one. They'll need 2 references, so perhaps you could provide one of them. I'd love to, said Teresa. Fenella circled back to her own house, feeling for some reason more optimistic than she had done for a while. All the summer, it gradually forced her to stop thinking about leaving. She had redecorated her house, so they would no longer remind her of him. She had chosen the colors carefully. Just doing this had made her feel more in control of her life. Stephen had run once to say he and his new girlfriend were planning to marry, but I had reacted, welcoming even more challenge to this most wanted to do. Adopt a child. Stephen was not going to stop her. She had contacted an independent adoption agency the day after she heard that Stephen was getting married. She was told to go to an introduction meeting where she could learn more about the advantages and disadvantages of adopting a child as a single person. She learned that being single was not a problem anymore. The important thing was your commitment to bringing up a child. 2 interviews with a social worker had followed, and even though she still had to have a home visit and attend further workshops, she felt far more confident that she might be allowed to adopt a child. Since then, she put Stephen out of her mind and concentrated on work and on finding out as much as she could about adoption. Now in September, things did not look as bad as they had done that evening in June, when she spent the evening in tears at Teresa's. The next day, Fenella phoned Roger at his school, trying to go in the following week, although she had to take care of. She didn't mind giving the school her time. It would be a change for her to be with children, and interesting to see what happened inside primary schools these days.